voice. We are at the conclusive stage. So we have done other tenses. We are now doing the past perfect tense, which is the last form of past tense. We have the boys had written the exercise active. The exercise had been written by the boys. Had the girl eaten the food? Had the food been eaten by the girl? Then note that in forming past perfect tense in the active and passive voice, the verbs had and been are used. So you have had been here, had been here. Had makes it past perfect. Then in the simple future, we use will or shall plus be, and then the past participle of the active voice. That is when we are changing to passive. So in the simple future, we have we shall finish the work. In the passive form, the work will be finished by us. Notice that I began with shall here, and then we have will. This is because the subject has changed. Here we have plural subject. The other one now is singular. Then, and apart from singular, that becomes third person, while here it is first. Then the teacher will help us. Here again, the teacher, third person, and singular. So we are going over to first person plural, and we now have we shall be helped by our teacher. Will the cat catch the mouse? Will the mouse be caught by the cat? Notice that we have, apart from sentences, we also have questions. That's why I give active and the passive. So note the change from shall to will in some cases. This is because the subject changed from first person to third person. You also get changes from will to shall, that I have explained. Then the other forms of tenses, future continuous and future perfect, are not commonly used, though I will give one illustration on how they can be used. They sound cumbersome because they are not frequently used, and again, you notice that usually sentences are better in the active than the passive. I mentioned earlier the needs that lead to the use of a passive voice. So here, I did mention that these are not commonly used, but I want to show you samples of such sentences. Especially as you use your brighter grammar, you may come across it and then you wonder why I didn't mention it. So I just want to mention it in passing. At least our attention is not much here. So we have something like in the active voice, all next week the capital will be roofing the house. So in the passive, all next week the house will be being roofed by the carpenter. Will be message future, being serves as future continuous. For the future perfect, the tailor will have sewn the cloth by Monday. Then we have it this way, the cloth will have been sewn by the tailor next week. So with this, we complete our lesson on active and passive voice. I want you to do this exercise for me. The first one is changing from active to passive, while the second one is changing from passive to active. Take note of the tenses. The ones that are in the simple present, while changing it to passive, should remain in the simple present. That is what I mean by keep the same tense in each case. The same thing here, the one that is in past continuous, when changing it to active, you return the past continuous tense. Thank you.